My people, wonder they say shall never end. They said, how have the mighty fallen? Yes, so they said the almighty Ebony's family, they left the palace in shame, as in a shameful manner that if they still have some respect for themselves, it will take them time, enough time for them to come back to that palace again. From what we are hearing, they said that ritual, there was a particular ritual they called Ôlorí Abéda, Asé Ôlorí Abéda. And this ritual, according to what we are hearing, they said before a queen will, or before the family of any queen will want to do this kind of ritual for their daughter, it always occurs when their daughter is being maltreated by the king or by the palace members. But in this situation, their daughter is the one that is maltreating others. But because Kabiyesi have insisted on removing immunity, they see it as maltreatment, as trying to take away her right from her. So, and that is why they said they decided to carry out this Ôlorí Abéda, Asé Ôlorí Abéda ritual for Ebony. And they said they went to one of the Ifa priests. I don't know if that Ifa priest is from their land, because if that one is from their land, that one should have known that Ebony have caused so much hemehem in the palace and wouldn't stand in for her in a situation like this. But I don't know whether the person is from that place or from another place. But they said there was this particular Ifa priest, or maybe they were able to convince the person to do it due to the amount they are willing to pay. Because one thing about these women is that they can go extra mile, they can spend any amount just to get what they want. And we all know that Ebony, from where she comes from, I don't think money is their problem. Some people will even tell you that don't mind them, they are as broke as some people, but they will not acknowledge it. But anyways, they come from one of the powerful ruling house in Ile-Ife, from what we are hearing. So when these people came for this Asé Ôlorí Abéda, they say Kabiyesi rejected it outrightly, telling them that they have failed if they think that is going to protect them. Because they said one advantage of that Asé Ôlorí Abéda is that whenever it is carried out for any queen, any punishment that the king have melted out on her or is trying to melt out on her must be paused while the elders will look into the matter. But they said in this situation, Kabiyesi did not give them that right. Kabiyesi did not give them that opportunity. Kabiyesi was very angry with them, such that he even told them right before everyone there that there will be no need for suspending anything, that immunity must be removed. So, and when this happened, they said they were very angry. The family was, as in they were like, Kabiyesi, you have insulted them, you have done this, you have done that. So, and they said why they left the palace, because after, when Kabiyesi rejected it, they said they left the palace. There was a pot that they're supposed to carry for the lady. That particular pot in question, they said it was that Ifa priest, their defender, who carried that pot. So, while they carried the pot, they were leaving the palace. And if anything happens to that pot, if the pot got broken, is a taboo from what we are hearing, if the information is true. So, when they were leaving the palace, they left the palace with the pot, and they said the man was giving them confidence that don't worry, that the gods will intervene, and all of that. So, but on their way going, they noticed that the pot started shaking. At first, the man thought that maybe the gods have answered their prayers, all the rituals have been accepted by the gods, this, that. But as the pot continues to shake, the man became afraid. Everyone became afraid. Not until they said the pot landed on the floor and shattered. And the moment the pot shattered, something strange happened. They said that Ifa priest who did those rituals, they said the man went blind. He started screaming, started running around like a person wey don kolo, And at this point, the elders were shocked. The people that went with them were like, what exactly is happening? They were all shocked and surprised. At first, one of them said, could it be Ogunjaye? Because we all know that Ogunjaye is still very active. Kabiyesi have not locked it that like the elders are suggesting. So, some of them said maybe it's Ogunjaye. that they should go to the palace and beg Kabiyesi so that Kabiyesi will intervene. But unfortunately for them, they said when they got to the palace, they were so ashamed of themselves to enter. But you know that some people, no matter what happened, they will not feel ashamed like that. And at this point, they needed to beg for the man to recover his sight. And they believe that if Kabiyesi should forgive them, that man will regain his sight. So when they got to the palace, they started begging Kabiyesi. Some people said it's Ogunjaye. But unfortunately, the Kabiyesi told them that it can never be Ogunjaye. Because if it is Ogunjaye, the man will not be alive to tell the story. They would have, it would have spied the man instantly. That it is the gods. The gods have decided to show him that he shouldn't involve himself in any form of illegal activity to disrupt the palace, the peace of the palace, that the man knew, as in that man, the Ifa priest, he knew that Ebony have committed a lot. He knew that the gods are not happy. Even during his rituals and incantation, he knew, but he was trying to see if he will pacify the gods, forgetting that the gods doesn't take rubbish from men, that it is the gods who are angry with him. It is not something that he, as in Kabiyesi, can do anything about. And it is not Ogunjaye. That if it is Ogunjaye, Ogunjaye would have spied the man. And another thing they should know is that as long as that pot have been broken, the Ebony does not have any form of protection left. And Kabiyesi is telling them that no matter what, that immunity must be removed, whether they like it or not. They said they started begging Kabiyesi, Kabiyesi, please, even if the immunity will be removed. There is a particular one they called Asé that Kabiyesi should please tamper justice with mercy and not remove everything from Ebony completely. Ebony is the daughter of the soil. Ebony is this, Ebony is that. But the Kabiyesi did not listen to them. One, the man don't go blind, be saying don't go blind. And you know the one thing about this ghost thing is, before you know it, you hear that the man don't join the ancestors and all of that, because they said during the time he was doing the rituals and the sacrifices that the gods warned him. But due to the fact that he loves money more than his life, because that is what it is, you are doing something to gods, the same gods were warning you, you don't want to listen, just because you want to make sure that the money you collected from these people, that you did not return it, or there is no story. And now you expect Kabiyesi to intervene. What will Kabiyesi do? You are the one that provoked the gods, so face the consequences that comes from the gods. They say when Kabiyesi told them that they should leave the palace, that he doesn't have any business with them, Ebony's family, they begged and begged. But why are they begging? The only thing they are begging right now is that Kabiyesi, even if you have to remove immunity, please be merciful. If it is Asé Ôlorí Abéda, that you should please do that for her. At least give her benefit of doubt and all of that. My people, wonder they say shall never end though. And I don't know why people have failed to learn. Many times on several occasions, these Ebony issues have put a lot of people in trouble. And yet, because of money, others will still be involving themselves. Anyway, that is their business. Anyway, guys, that is what we're hearing. If the information is true, don't forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. They said the family left the palace in shame. The way that people were like mocking them, the Almighty has fallen. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. Love you.